Hi everyone, welcome back to the Shrink Shake Pod.
I'm Karsha.
And I'm Tina.
And we two shrinks who like to shake things up.
Before we get into the podcast today, a very quick disclaimer. This podcast is in no way, shape or form a replacement for therapy. But if you do need therapy, you can reach out to us at the Coping Central. Anything you need to contact us is in the description below. What are we talking about?
We're talking about...
We're talking about this.
We're talking about this.
2 points
Oh,
for anyone who
God.
can guess what they... What's up, bro? He's already tired by the beginning of it. Just cheer up. Cheer up, little guy.
Yeah, we're talking about that.
Talking about how to cheer up, little guy.
No. We're talking about how that's not a solution to anything.
To cheer up, little guy.
Cheering up any little guys.
Short Kings, this is not the year for you. We can't cheer you up. But I think what we're hoping to talk about today is what an absolute menace of a topic toxic positivity is.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we're talking about... I think we are talking about...
Oh.
We're talking about why this whole idea around toxic positivity does more harm than good.
Yeah.
And how did it even come into being in the first place? Like, were we not known for being cynical and snarky and just doubtful of everything? So
We were.
like, as human beings, no? Like, weren't we like
Yeah.
really cynical as people at
Imagine-
one point of time?
Yeah, imagine, I don't know, early men.
Yeah, I don't think they had...
They had to go out to figure out how to light fires. And they were really not being, oh, great fire, dude. Don't worry if your entire family's been eaten by a lion in the middle
Yeah.
of all of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's also not the point to sort of think about how we were snarky or cynical, but just the fact that you can't look at everything like you have sunshine in your pocket.
Yeah. Sunshine in my pocket.
Got that?
Justin Timberlake, you
You-
started this toxic positivity
Yes.
movement. We have found our culprit.
We have everyone leave Justin Timberlake. Sit your fucking ass down right now.
This
What on
podcast is
earth?
specifically directed to you. What the hell?
What the hell, dude?
What the hell, dude?
First of all, how on earth did you conjure up the image of sunshine in your pocket? Your pants will be on fire. Not fire in the mountain, run. Fire in your pants, you're dead.
But no, yeah, it's this. No, like the, I don't know, like early 2010s, the decade between, I don't know, the
I
decade
feel like
of
the decade
2010.
after the recession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Happy Pharrell Williams, the happy song.
Oh my god.
And this sunshine in my pocket. And
Yeah.
you know, like all of these things, all of these messages we got that, okay, you know, the world is on fire, everything's in a crisis.
Khush ho jao.
Plaster a smile on your face, baby doll.
First of all, I feel like, oh my god. I didn't realize I had this many untapped emotions about this. I feel like I've been saying this for the last 5 episodes. But if you are having to plaster something onto your face, maybe it doesn't have to be there, first of all.
Just plaster a smile.
Plaster a smile, you plaster your mouth shut.
The world
first
is
of all.
going to shit.
Yeah, but I think toxic positivity has been all around us, right? And for me, I think timeline-wise, sure, we've built up something and Justin Timberlake, shut up, really. But I think just the fact that we were also taught subjects like this, no?
Yeah.
Like moral values.
Value education,
Oh my,
yeah.
god.
Oh my God.
Value. Whose values, first of all? Second, shut up. I feel like I want to say shut up a lot. But then in college, we come to positive psychology. And sure, no, like, ठीक है, all in all, रख लो अच्छा.
Like you
no?
study about emotions, which are also
Yeah.
nice. No, you study about happiness, you study about motivation, all of it. But to conjure it to be something that the only way you will be ever successful in life
Yeah.
if you're happy through all the tragedies. And you're happy, not even, you know, like it's not about looking at the silver lining. No. Silver linings not gonna cut for it.
Sunshine in your pocket.
Is what it's about. Like it really has to get to a place where you're finding little joys in misery of life. You can't. I don't think. I feel like it angers me
Yeah.
to put across this idea, like even in our work, right? Like imagine people are coming in after there's so much that's happened in their life,
Yeah.
and imagine we're sitting in front of like,
आपने gratitude list बनाई?
yeah, the journal का.
My hot take is, my hottest take ever, gratitude list can fuck off. I mean, again, I am sick of giving context. यार समझ जाओ मेरे दिमाग की बात. But just the fact that sure, it might work for someone. It's great to have gratefulness in your life. I literally have it tattooed on my hand. But just the fact that people can be going through so much,
Yeah.
and all you give them in the face of that is, have you tried looking the other way? Babe, the pain is in my eyeballs
Yeah.
right now. I can't
Yeah.
look any other way.
Yeah, and I feel like that asking the other person who's going through so much to look towards the positive side of things, to look at the silver lining, to look at, to be grateful for what you already have, even if you've lost something, also means that you're never giving them any sort of equipment to deal with the loss.
Yep.
Because you're taking away the acceptance of the loss, and you're taking away the conversation around the loss, you're taking away any dialogue vocabulary around the loss, because you want them to be happy and
Yeah.
grateful and just positive. I don't think that really does a lot that we think it does.
Yeah, it doesn't, and it sort of turns emotions into sort of really devastating problems that need to be fixed.
Yeah.
Know that.
And very specific
Yeah,
emotions.
very
Not all
specific.
emotions. Very specific emotions like grief or sadness or misery or anger. It's
Yeah.
these sort of big, uncomfortable, devastating
Yep.
emotions. Those are the emotions it's try to turn to
Yeah.
something. I
And
don't
it's the age old dialogue, no, that जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. अरे भाई किसका अच्छा है? मेरी
Yeah.
आइसक्रीम गिर गई, किसका अच्छा हुआ है यहाँ पे? आइसक्रीम वाली की आइसक्रीम वेस्ट, मेरे पैसे वेस्ट, मेरे पेट में आइसक्रीम नहीं गई. अच्छा लगता है आपका ही हुआ है बस. कि चलो शुक्र है, I don't have to deal with your problem. I've given you one statement plastered over your experience, and now you
Yeah.
should be okay with it.
Yeah, to say that जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है, sure, like it helps, reframe some part of
Yeah.
whatever is happening, but also it kind of takes away from the pain, the consequence of something big and miserable that
Yep.
might have happened in the person's life. And ट्रॉमा हुआ है मेरे को, मेरे नर्वस सिस्टम ब्रेक डाउन हो रहा है रोज, मेरे से मेरी सेंस ऑफ सेफ्टी छिन गई, उसकी वजह से मेरी जॉब चली गई, उसकी वजह से मैं होमलेस हो गई.
जो होता है
अच्छा
अच्छे के
कैसे
लिए.
हुआ मुझे नहीं पता. Like this is really, it's really not.
And
No.
it's just, I think toxic positivity is the biggest teller of someone else's discomfort with their own emotions.
Yeah.
Because you see someone else experiencing an emotion and it's just like, what do I tell you that will immediately fix it right here, right now, and then we
Yeah.
go have drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like why can't you have drinks with somebody
Sadness.
who's angry? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or sad. Like just have
Angry
drinks,
drinks.
either way. Like have drinks. If that's the point, have drinks, sure. But have them with what
Have them with
nuance.
a varied emotional spectrum.
Yeah, if you're only having drinks with happiness, that's just boring.
Yeah, that is really boring because really, honestly, how many toasts can you do? Cheers to a happy life. Cheers to a cheers. अभी खत्म हो गया cheers. अभी क्या करें हम?
Sucks. Everything sucks. Drink to that. That's the true sort of also understanding. Like that's also how you allow people to truly be vulnerable
Yeah.
to you. Like otherwise, if you're only accepting niceness and gratitude and positivity from somebody, then every time they're in trouble, every time they want to cry about something or bitch about something
Yeah.
or be whiny about something, they're never going to come to you. They'll never also see you as a space where you can sort of like they can form that relationship with you. And
Yeah.
is that telling you more about your willingness to form deeper connections with somebody?
Yeah.
Like the idea that you're sort of so big on toxic positivity, like does that mean that you only want to deal with people in their good days?
moments,
Yeah.
I have a one-liner based off of what you said. To be in an emotional relationship with someone is to give them a chance to be vulnerable, not palatable. Clogged.
अच्छा है, अच्छा है.
अच्छा यार पॉडकास्ट खत्म हो गया मेरी बॉस मेरे को वैलिडेट कर दिया बट अगेन आई थिंक आई फील लाइक we've gone too far into the episode without saying what toxic positivity is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
no,
takes
like we've
me-
not given the definition. What the hell is toxic positivity? Justin
You tell,
Timberlake,
you
बाहर
tell.
आओ. तुम बाहर मिलो.
I won't
Toxic-
take time to describe something I absolutely hate.
Fair. I think going back to the big C, capitalism, as we love doing in every episode, I think what ends up that's a really small C, by the way. You have small
My
hands.
hands are this big.
Big C.
Like, I really
And
can't.
kar lo. Why did I speak in Punjabi? But baby, that is not a C. That's
Anyway,
that's an abstract painting.
capitalism.
YMC.
This is capitalism.
But I think the one, if you are always positive, you will by default not be able to look at the systems failing around you. And even if not by default, you're being manufactured in a way where everyone else is supposed to be positive. And if you're not positive, it's tough to fight systems alone.
Yeah.
And then once you do have feelings of sadness in that system, you get deeper and deeper and deeper into it because they've made sure that connection is paywalled.
Yeah.
And then they've made n number of products so that people can buy them to keep them, to like raise their spirits.
Yeah.
And then the only thing that is being raised is bank account balances of the big
Of
C.
them.
Of
and
them.
our autoimmune diseases.
Oh yeah, same more.
Yeah. But it's also this, no, that when you're kind of looking at it, like if you're constantly focusing on being positive
Yeah.
and staying positive and staying grateful, anytime any emotion comes up that's disruptive, that feels uncomfortable, that's bringing in a lot of worry or, like just icky, sticky feelings for you, you might just not recognize it, or you might
Yeah.
want to really sort of push it down. And these emotions then start showing up as sickness, start showing up as pain, start showing up as diseases. And then there are fixes for that. There are
Capitalism's
fixes
best
for,
friend.
yeah. Like the world wants you to be sick so that they can sell you treatment for that sickness.
Yeah.
And I don't mean this in a way to dismiss anybody's lived experiences, but we really have to look at how emotions and our bodies are connected.
Yep.
And the more we disallow ourselves to feel our feelings, the more they will be felt through your body systems breaking down.
And I think, like, again, the word, right, it manifests in your body.
Yeah.
And again, it's the problem is that we've been sold illness as a problem, and like it is, right, like it's inconvenient, but at the same time it's also the system of so much around you that your body now has to take that one last final step to let you know that, hey dude, I'm suffering.
Yeah.
But you use the word, it's sort of, I don't know what you said. I mean, I know what you said in spirit, but you use the word disrupts.
Yeah.
And then that makes me think, I think something else that toxic positivity does, it sort of constantly places comfort over the truth.
Yeah.
No, like just pacifying someone.
Yeah.
It is nothing more than that. It's almost like you give birth to a child, they're sort of going through their sleeping phases. You use a pacifier then, and then you're like, hey, why not use the pacifier through life?
Yeah.
Then you have a 25-year-old with a pacifier in their mouth. That's
not
what
the
vapes are.
It's true. Like if
It's
we go
true.
really Freudian, that's what it is.
Sigmund Freud. आप यहाँ होते तो मैं आपसे बात नहीं करती.
But that's the thing, right? That it is constantly putting out fires without understanding or trying to understand what faults lie in our wires that are causing the fires.
John Green.
Fault in our wires.
हाथ
That's right.
मिलाइए, हाथ
And like
मिलाइए.
Jake
बहुत
Green.
मजे आए. Who?
I don't know. Like John Green says, fault in our stars. I said fault in our wires. So I can't
So,
be John
Once,
Green.
shh. So the 2 plus 2
I'm like John Blue.
Jake Green was so much better. John Blue just sounds like him. Look at the state of him.
What's wrong with him?
Look at his eyes, not one thought.
That's okay. John Blue he is. He is.
Nice to meet you, John Blue.
That's just weird. Stop touching it. Stop. But coming back
to
fires,
fire.
then we keep putting out fires, and then that fire is causing a lot of disruption, no? Like it's
Yeah.
burning down furniture, it's hampering my everyday life, it's making me spend money on repair. But look at the positive side, at least the fire's put out.
Yeah,
But why is the fire happening? And I'm
Exactly.
paying for the cost. What positive side to it? If there's fire in my house every day, it's costing me money, it's costing me safety.
Yeah.
If my dog is in danger, like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
100%.
can't look at the positive side if I don't. Like, I need to understand why is it happening and how to be mad about it for me to fix it. This is my controversial take as a
Hot.
therapist.
Hot take.
That hot take. That if you're not, that a lot of change comes from anger and being pissed at things.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like you've
you have
said
to
this
be,
before. Like
I
spite
don't
is a
know.
great
Yeah, like
motivator.
spite, but this
Yeah.
is like, you have to be really mad. I'm like, I need to change it.
Yeah. And it's that thing, no, like even if we want to sort of, chalo, let's say we keep the wires thing second level of coming to understand. Let's say किसी घर में आग लग गई and then everyone's like, चलो आप बच गए. ठीक है, great sentiment यार, I understand. But then whenever the person tries to talk about it, oh मेरी डायरी जल गई, मेरा ये हो गया, मेरी एल्बम जल गई, मेरे म्यूजिक रिकॉर्ड्स जल गए, you're just like, पर आप तो बच गए, पर आप तो बच गए.
Yeah.
अरे भाई मैं हूँ यहाँ पे, मेरे को पता है मैं बच गई. अब now
Yeah.
what, it's so important to let people grieve things.
Yeah. How
And
do you
then-
think you'll sort of respond to somebody who comes to you and you're like, oh, good that you are not harmed, but then how to make space for the other emotions they might be feeling?
I think I would ask them, what was there? What do you miss the most? No, it's important to name things at first, and this can go from the smallest level of grief to the largest level of it. You know, what was it about the thing that you liked so much? Is there something that we can go buy? Are there some things that we can purchase again? Are
Yeah.
there some things that we can thrift again?
Yeah.
So on and so forth. If there are no things like that, and this is also like, once you've been in that conversation, how can we find some space to honor it?
Yeah.
Or can we sit and cry over it? Do we have pictures of it? There are so many ways
Yeah.
to honor the memory of an emotion
Yeah.
than to just be like, "Ha, bach gaye."
I feel like that this also brings this idea of time
Yeah.
in relationships, and again coming to
Yeah.
capitalism, right? Like that, it's kind of made us believe into this. I was watching this reel this morning, and then he said, yeah, I could have said I was reading something. It's a reel. It's always a reel.
It's always a
I was
real.
watching this reel this morning about this person saying that, how this whole idea that I have to track everything I'm eating, how many hours I'm sleeping, there's a sleep score, there's a run score, there's steps, there's this. Where there are big CEOs in Silicon Valley bros saying that 3 days of my life got wasted because I got drunk 3 days ago and I kept dealing with it. Wasted how? Who's keeping account? So I think that time and the idea of productivity of time has been sold to us really sort of, it's been really stamped inside of
Yeah.
us to a point where we feel like that dealing with somebody else's discomfort and their big emotions is a waste of time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to sort of get to a place where I am sitting with you and honoring your memories and honoring, like your anger and, all of the because these are time consuming emotions.
Yeah.
So why should I waste my time? I can just ask you to be positive.
भूल
about
जाओ.
it. Like, सोचो इसके बारे में, लिस्ट बनाओ gratitude की, शुक्राना
खुद
करो,
करो.
I don't know, to whoever, and then just go home.
Yeah, and सब कुछ खुद करो is the
Yeah,
whole point.
I'll be reminding you that
Yeah.
you should be grateful, but I'll not do anything with you because my time is not worth it.
Fuck yeah.
What a terrible thing to sell to us. What a horrible, terrible thing. Like the idea that my life and my time, I have to prove the usage of it
Yeah.
to somebody else, and that somebody else is
Who? I have no idea. And again, you start looking at things around you and this pattern becomes more than evident, right? Again, I was also watching a reel, as people often do in their free time. I miss reels. And it's that thing that you can't optimize going through life because
Yeah.
by, you said who's tracking. By whose standard are you also living then?
yeah.
Like these bands that are tracking your sleep, and sure, it must be important to some people, but the fact of the matter is that they can be helpful, but they're not teaching you balance.
Yeah.
Because the moment you do something apart from this app being all green lit, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Like I feel like that when positivity and optimization and all of this kind of becomes a judge of your character and
Yeah.
they become a judge of your humanness and your personhood, that's where we sort of lose the plot. Because I feel like that,
100%.
like you said, the journaling and being grateful and being thankful and being loving and looking at the brighter side of things, having hope. It's one of the nicest, most wonderful thing in the world. But hope without acknowledging that what is this hope saving us from is
Yeah.
hollow.
100%.
It's really hollow. Like it's then just, some sort of fixer-upper solution to something that I'm going through, but I don't know what. So I'm asked to have hope, but I don't know what am I having hope in the face of.
Yeah.
And that's not useful hope for what it's worth. That's just hollow hope.
Useless hope.
That's useless hope.
It is like, don't mince your words at
Yeah.
this point, no? And then just, oh my god, then that makes me think that it's the whole idea of toxic positivity is built on taking you as far away from the human experience as possible.
Yeah.
Because the human experience sometimes is to really just lose your mind,
Yeah.
is to crash and cry and throw some pillows around.
Yeah.
Wait, I've just described a Bollywood movie.
Yeah, no, but as you're
right?
saying this, like, losing people's minds has gotten, like, Van Gogh lost his mind, painted the sunflowers, got hope in the form of paint yellow. Again, controversial example, but lost his mind, understood the pain that he was going through,
Yeah.
put it in art, got some hope,
Got a channel,
made
right?
more art.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way that he kind of also understood how to sort of put his pain into things for him
Yeah.
to sort of have hope to come out of it, but also not.
But then again, I feel like what the note you ended on also comes from the fact that at no point do we condone that you have to really just be going through it to do something. in
Yeah.
life. No,
Yeah.
it's not that. Art doesn't always have to come from pain,
Yeah.
but just the fact that if pain is there, you can't ignore it.
Yeah.
It's not, what we're trying to say is that you don't have to conjure up pain to make art,
Yeah.
but if it's there, you can't possibly, for the love of life, ignore it.
Yeah.
Because then it's to say that pain is this external entity who's come into your life, and then it needs this whole idea of
Yeah.
toxic positivity for it to be dealt with.
Yeah.
But it's your brain and body, and it's just going like, hey, I'm sad.
And I
Can
feel
we
like
do
going
something?
to the fundamental idea of things, no? We only appreciate light because there is darkness.
Yeah.
You can't understand you can't understand positivity in the absence of disturbance or in the absence of misery, because gratitude is wonderful, great when you know what you've been through
Yep.
and how grateful you are to get to the other side of it.
And also, you have to have things to be grateful for. I
Yeah.
think half the people making gratitude lists would come down with a lot of pain when they realize it's hollow hope, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm grateful for breathing.
Your
this
privilege
air.
is not your gratitude list, just by the way. That's my I'm grateful
Say
for
it once
my
again. Say it
iPhone
once
17.
again.
That's
Say it once
what-
again. The
Your privilege is not a part of your gratitude list. I
Hallelujah.
say this with a lot of fear, actually.
Jesus is back.
No, but I say this with a lot of fear. But like, you can, sure, wear your privilege on your sleeve. If you want to use it in a way to make your life easier, that's something that people do and we can't deny that they do it.
Yeah.
But to say that, oh, I'm so grateful that I have an iPhone 17.
If I can make your point less controversial, no, it's just the fact that it's also people around you asking you to be grateful for.
Yeah.
No, if I have the privilege of an iPhone 17, whatever, and I'm going through a shitty phase in life, and someone says, "Chalo, 4K HD mein document to kar sakte ho." Shh. Silence. Never open your mouth in front of me again, because it's all more often than not people around you telling you that, oh, what you have is more than enough. So the more than enoughness of it should compensate for the sadness you're
Yeah.
feeling. It doesn't. Emotions don't exist on a scale like that.
Yeah.
कि balance ही करते रहो.
Yeah. And I always say this, like even in therapy, I say that gratitude is not a fix for grief. It's really not.
Yeah.
Like they can coexist, they have to coexist, they have to sort of be present with each other for us to again have a true human experience. You can't go through life trying to sort of constantly be positive. Like I have to also kind of say this, that if you are somebody who's always positive and always always happy and never bothered by anything in life, you're gonna have a breakdown one day so bad because a spoon fell on the kitchen floor. Nothing else, nothing big. Small
Spoon
trigger.
fell.
a spoon fell on the kitchen floor, and all of your trauma from the age of 2 to 26
It's gonna be like surprise.
is going to come back to you because, oh my god, why are things not in my control? That's
Yeah.
things are in your control when you allow yourself to feel something and do something about it.
Yeah.
If you don't feel things, you're not going to do something about those feelings, and which is why inherently we feel such a giant lack of control when we're
Yeah.
constantly positive. I have
Because
so many feelings about
I
this.
can see you've
Yeah.
really just gone into it.
Yeah.
But Jagjit Singh was really on to something. तुम जो इतना मुस्कुरा रहे हो, क्या गम है जिसको छुपा रहे हो?
He knew it.
He really knew it, my goat. But then that's the thing, right? You can't possibly ever silence brain. But if you've ever been to a beach, even if you've not been to a beach, you've seen waves in the ocean. No wave can just be at its peak and stay there.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen unless you pause it on your TV, and that's crazy. But things pass, things rise and crash and get slow and get fast. But that's the thing, right? You can't deny yourself the absolute humanness of an emotion. And
Yeah.
till the point you keep doing that, it will feel like life is moving away from you, as you said,
Yeah.
because you're not allowing yourself the one thing that makes you a person.
Yeah.
If you eat food, you have emotions about it. If you have water and the water tastes bad, you have emotions about it. So just to imply that, oh, when something happens in life, I will just, smile my way through it. आप या तो मेरे से झूठ बोल रहे हो या अपने आप से, और आप मेरे से झूठ नहीं बोल सकते हो, तो आप सोच लो आप किससे बोल रहे हो.
But yeah, like I feel like we need to end this on a note where we need to ask people to be bothered, because once you're
Be hot
bothered
and
by
bothered,
things, yeah,
dude.
once you're bothered by things, you'd want to sort of do something about
Yes.
it internally, externally, and that doing can be making a gratitude list, that doing can be coming to therapy,
Yeah.
that doing can be protesting, that doing can be playing a football match. I don't know. Like, be bothered about things. Look at me being bothered about toxic positivity
Dude.
so much, because if you're not bothered, you're not living.
Dude, my key takeaway for everyone watching right now is make a list of things that have pissed the living fuck out of you today.
Yeah.
Or whenever.
Yeah. I feel like if you do it, you're not, people are scared, no? That what if I write it and then my problems seem bigger? No.
And they become real. Brother, they are
already
real.
They're real. Just because you don't want to accept it doesn't mean everyone else around you can't see that. They're real. Might as well put them on paper and do something about it.
Yeah. Share them with a friend.
Us.
Share them with us.
Come to the coping center.
Send us all of your hot and bothered lists, even if you're not our clients.
Yeah.
We love reading.
We'll not do anything about it except read it.
I will.
What?
I'll be like, yeah, dude.
No.
Sucks.
That's our reply to you. Sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, drink to life being sucky.
Yeah.
Be bothered about things.
Yes.
Stop using gratitude as a band-aid for grief. It's not.
And this reminds me of something, I was going to say that. This reminds me of something you told me 4 years ago. I think at this point that gratitude, again, in the face of grief is not a fix, visibility is.
Yeah.
So visualize your emotions. I hated doing that. There's a reason my brain forgot. It had so much wisdom. And this motherfucker is gonna be like, ah. Shh. She said that. She's really smart. I love her. Please ignore her. But visualize your emotions,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, let them have a seat at the table.
Which table?
Which table? The table made out of your body. That's it on today's episode of Shake Shake Pod. I will never explain my sentences to anyone. See you in 2 weeks. Bye bye. Be bothered.